What's up, y'all? Back for this live stream. Yeah, everything ready. All right. So the first thing I do is I look at Forex Factory and I check what red news we had for the day. So we had one at 8:30 and we had one at 10. So I'm gonna be, even though I'm gonna be analyzing the markets right now, um even if I see a setup, I'm gonna be trading until like after that 10. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be going into my accounts to show y'all. Um, I didn't take any trades so far, like off stream. So let me go into the accounts. You can match up my balance as well. It's the same balance, same drawdown around like 3%, and then you can match up my balance as well, same drawdown. And last account, let me open it up. Just waiting for it. Yes. The last one, um, it's almost there to hitting the max loss. The the max loss was 8%. Um, low key, I'm gonna stop trading this because it's not even much. I only got like $24, so it's not really worth it because I have it on a copy trader. So I'm gonna just stop trading this one. But at least I did make my money back a long time ago with this account. So all right, so this is what we're gonna do. Same thing I do um every time I come to the charts. I show up, I analyze, see if something's worth taking. If there's not, I walk away. All right, let's start off with this. This is just a trade I'm in for my challenge, but I don't really count the challenge trades. But it's a good way to get y'all to understand what I like to do. So I me talking about it. Let's see. So gold is in a clear bullish market, nice bullish cycle based on what I like to see. Let me see. I jump down to this 5 hour. 5 hour, yeah, gold is bullish, but it's not ready for entries. It's not ready for entries because I want to go on the 5 minute to look for possible entries, but it's not ready. Possibly, what I will want to see is for price to do this. Is my path tool. Start pushing up from this 50 and then pausing at the 10 or 20. Not not this time frame, but start moving up. I got this confused with the validation. This is the context time frame, but I want price to start moving up, like above this 10 and 20. Shows me momentum is happening on the lower time frame. Then I can go on a 30 minute, see what we find, but there's nothing for me to do. I'm not gonna trade shorts here because gold is showing us on a heavy bullish trend to the upside. This move lower is just a short term bearish move. And even though it's breaking a lot of structure on the lower time frame, we can't get confused about what the higher time frame is saying. And this move is just for the purpose, it's likely for the purpose of higher prices. Now, it doesn't actually have to happen, but trading is about probabilities. What's the probability of this certain thing happening? So that's why, like, you can see I'm still in this. I already took partials for this challenge right here at around like 4R. And price is breaking down right now, and I still have 50% of my position. But I'm still expecting higher prices because of what I know about how structure moves. We have two breaks, right? At least two breaks. We have a break below, so I'm expecting the target to be the high based on what I know about price. And this is what I tested. So even though price ran up, let me put that back. Even though price ran up to this over 6R right here to this higher point and then start pulling back. And mind you, it's not even like exactly 6R because mind you, I took partials at around 4R, so that locked in 2R, right? And I started from this 6R right here. Let's just call it 6R. So that's like 3R that was running. It pulled all the way back right here, which is around like 1R. So you went from 3R to 1R. But we're not looking at the profit. We're looking at what price is doing. Just what price is doing. What did we test? And that's how we follow our rules. So I'm gonna allow it to do its things because how I'm trailing this is not with the most recent low. It's the second most recent low. And the second most recent low is down here, so I can't do anything to my stop loss. Let's see. Euro USD looks really good. Hold on. Yeah, Euro USD looks really good. Yeah, Euro USD could possibly set something up today. Um, yeah. Let me just. This is crazy because I actually took a trade from my challenge, my FXify challenge right here. Let me show y'all the entry. It was the impulse, the correction, and then I buy stopped this high right here. I took it on this like 4 hour / 5 hour time frame. It was a extremely clean setup in my eyes. But y'all want to know what happened? So I had my 1-to-1 break even get met, and I had an alert set right there, and the alert didn't tell me. It didn't go off. So when I looked at my phone, I was like, let me just look at it. It was down. It was like already down right here. So I was like, damn, it didn't even alert me. So I ended up closing it in a small loss. It was like 0.40, 0.50 around there. and then it ended up shooting back up. Look at this. But the same things that you go through, the same things I go through. It's just about what you do in these scenarios. Because setups like this are gonna happen again. You know, this was a clean setup. I wouldn't even have took partials yet. Yeah, I would have still been. Well, it would have been a break even either way. But I'm gonna mark this out right now because your USD really looks clean. So let me mark this out. So right here, the flush. This thing happens on all time frames. The entries are just where I expect the restart of the cycle. After a flush, I expect 4 to 5 breaks of structure. Mm, you could say this is like one, or this is on one foreman right here. Yeah, this is one right there. Uh, like that. Then I go on to the 30 minute. Same thing I do every day. Okay, price is moving higher, higher. So let me see where I am in the cycle in this validation time frame. Where am I? So we have, if I'm looking at this, I see that the flushes right here. That's when the price comes like under the MAs like that. So that's the validation flush. This thing is so close to each other, so I will consider this whole thing one. So this is the validation breaker structure one. This is the validation breaker structure two. And this can be three or three. I'll say this whole thing is the validation because of how close it is. Validation breaker, breaker structure three, like that. So and it's coming down to the that five. So yeah, this looks actually good for a potential opportunity if we can set up properly. So let me see. How would I go about this right here? So we came down to the 50 like that. So just a simple move like this. No, we move up. Nice pause for a buy stop. Something simple like that. That's the entry. Huh. That's all I'm gonna be waiting for. Just that move. And in the meantime, I'm gonna potentially eye some other markets. Let me see what I can already tell that that's a no. I can already tell the higher time frame is not. Yeah, yeah. So if I'm looking at this closely, I gotta keep in mind that okay, we have a this is how I'm viewing price right now. So what's going on inside this structure? In this inside structure, so we have a stage two that made a stage one, made it stage two. So this inside stage one like that. So now that I see that, gotta keep in mind I don't want to get trapped in this stage one. So basically, my entry is gonna be like the move expecting like the stage two, because this right here is clearly like the stage one. But since we're on basically this higher time frame, we're basically looking for the breakout of that on stage one into a potential stage two like that. It doesn't move perfect like this because as you can see, it can overlap and cause a much larger time frame stage one. So this stage two collapse back into the same areas before causing a larger time frame. Stage one right here. So we're just expecting to move out, so we're waiting for our setup. That's all it is. And what you're just gonna notice in these live streams is I'm gonna be just executing the same rules over and over. Waiting to see how this candle can close as well. So I'm looking at this area as a general, like just a general area where can price possibly pop out of this area. So I don't want it to like reject and this all closes all the way down here. So I'm looking at where this can close. Okay, that's a good breakout right there. So the next candle immediately went above this candle's high. So usually what I do for an entry is I wait for the candle to get printed, and after that I'll draw out the high. And basically what I want to see is a next candle print before taking out the previous candle's high. But we immediately took out the high. So in this case, after this candle closes, the next candle that prints, I wanted to print without taking out this candle's high right here. And after that, that's where I'll set my buy stop as an entry. Because now what I'm expecting is a potential stage two to form out of this, because inside of this right here, so there's fractals. So just like how y'all saw, this is that stage two right here that came into the stage one to the stage two, and then I told y'all that inside of that it can make a larger time frame stage one by when it falls back into that same area, right? Inside of this, if you look, as it starts to make its way out of it, if it wants to make a stage, actual stage two out of this overall area, it's gonna make fractals with stage twos right here, stage one, stage two. It's all the same thing. My entry matches up with it, just like that, and it's making that overall like that. This is basically gonna wait all a waiting game. And let me clear up my chart right here. So there's still nothing to do. So we're just waiting 20 seconds for this candle to close. Let's see right here for potential opportunity. I'm gonna market execute it. As long as it still looks valid. Or buy stop. I'm gonna start calculating my risk. I don't want the stops to get too big. Mm, all right. So I'm basically just waiting for price to get above here, and then I'll place a trade for the buy stop. Buy stop it into um structure, demand, what else you can call it? Stage one into stage two, all the same thing. Then my break even area would be a 1-to-1 or some fractal structure. So far, there's just nothing to do because we gotta wait for this candle to close. That's what I see. Okay, it started pushing up immediately. I'm gonna just place the entry from right here if it gets in because I don't even have time to adjust it. Either way is fine. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I almost placed a trade. I gotta wait actually. I have to wait at least I think it's 3 minutes. Can't trade 3 minutes. Oh, that almost caught me. I guess I'll miss this trade then because for the prop accounts you cannot trade for some of them. For FXify I can, but not for 5%ers. For this trade I can't take right now unless it comes unless it still didn't take out the high right there. If it closes like that, I'm not looking for that area because now it looks ugly. So far, the way how it looks, mm-mm-mm. I don't like how that looks. Yeah, that's right there. Nothing to do. When your analysis fails, it doesn't mean you take a trade. I'm just marking out where do I see this overall. So I'm seeing this as a overall stage one right here. So I just need more clarity. In this case, what I will wait for, so if price wants to, because it's upholding this low, you're going to see how this matches with the cycle as well. So if price can validate this area, me personally, I wouldn't take this as a trade because of how it looks. Just looks choppy. But if we can basically get above this area, validate above it, and then create another setup where it's making them pause, I'll buy stop the second one above it. Basically a fractal double break. We are just waiting. Nice cycle playing out powerful. This cycle is powerful because when you do get it right, either you can either get this nice move, probably like the rest of the position got stopped at break even, so you probably take a partial, then the rest of the position got stopped on a lower time frame. I'm talking about right here, probably with something right here. Maybe you took a loss or a break even first when it came back down like that. Some opportunities. Basically, what I'm doing is I want this to validate first. Let's validate this area before I decide to look for entries. Because yeah, I could take this entry, but the way how this is moving right here, the prior action before that is telling me I need to wait first. The way how this is moving in a overall stage one. So I want a bit of proof that it's actually coming out by validating it making another entry right here. Now, if this prior action wasn't here, this would have been a good entry for me. Like for example, if the prior action was just price coming down into the MAs just like this, and then it just makes a setup, then yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, that would have probably been an entry I would have took too. This is a good example too, right here. Taking the entry right there. The prior action. It's the same thing, except this one is showing more of a stage one back and forth. Hmm. Okay, we're moving out. We're pushing close to that high. Hmm. And what you're gonna notice now is if it does move real high, it's gonna start to look like this was the stage one. That was the stage two. My entry. It's gonna start looking like something like that. Potentially, if it does want to move. Hmm. 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 In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna be checking some other markets real quick. Like, let me see what we got here. Let's see. Nope. Still using a clear stage. Catching up right here, cycle. Lost. And paused. Nah. Mm. Let me see what gold is doing. See, I'm still expecting a target of the high for this. We broke down. So ask yourself, if you was in this position, would you have closed as price was approaching your position right here? Still do anything though. Or doing anything yet. Now that I look at it, this wouldn't really be a bad entry right here, because it could be the start of the move, because that's the breakout to start the move right here. So this wouldn't be a bad too bad of an entry. So I'm gonna wait for the buy stop of that exact high right there. Let me get my risk in. Unless it takes out this low right here, and I'm gonna be like, okay, let me like that. So this thing can very much still, like, if it wanted to go up, wake me and then continue to stage one, but it will still be a better entry in terms of the lowest point if it did want to start continue the stage ones and stage twos, because that would be the breakout to potentially more, unless we take out this low right there, because at that point it will be disrespecting like the structure. So I'm just waiting for the entry of that high point. So whenever I decide to take a trade, I always have a plan. So if I do get this trade, I have a plan. If it doesn't go into my direction, I have a stop loss. I have a rule for cutting the loss, and then I have a rule for managing a winner. So if I do get a large trade and it ends up going in my favor, I can manage for a larger and larger winner, and that's where the edge comes into play, based on making sure I'm cutting my losses and making sure I'm taking much taking advantage of the winners. So that's all it is. So even when I do go on a losing streak, uh, just following the plan can potentially help me get out of that losing streak, maybe even in one trade. So I'm basically waiting to market execute it. All right, so I ended up placing the trade just now. So we're gonna see what it does. So let me just show y'all real quick. Here it is. So you can see that I'm in the trader. I'm gonna quickly take some photos. So let me download this image. So I'm in this trade. I'm gonna take a image of this, and I'm gonna take an image of last time frame I used, which was this. All right, so those images I'm gonna be using for my journal right here. So we're gonna see what it does. So simply for my management, what I'm gonna be doing is me just right here. It's a simple one-to-one break even, right? Either I get that one-to-one, or if I get fractal structure, which is just an impulse, uh, a pause, then another impulse through the high. If I get that before the one-to-one, I'll break even. So those are my two management. Yep, everything is all good. 11:57. I got a entry right there. I'm just checking the fill price. Okay, so far the trade is moving really good. So I adjusted it. So there we go. That's our one-to-one. We gonna see how this plays out. I'm also in this trade for my challenge, so I gotta record this part. So let me record this part for my YouTube. Just got in a trade for my Effectsify challenge right here. That's the only one I'm in. So we're gonna see what it does. It's right here. All right. So on the same one. If price closes like that, that would be a good sign. Just coming in with momentum. All right. So I'm looking at the trade from my phone so I can put this in my journal because I still gotta monitor it when it in terms of seeing if it ends up does if it ends up reversing, what do I need to do? But right now it's playing out good. But we're gonna let the trade do what it's doing. So let me put this in. What is this? Well, let me just fill in these. Just say 6 hours. Oh, this was from my challenge I'm inputting right now. Let's say 5 hours. This was like I'm gonna call it like a yeah, 0.40. It was supposed to be a break even. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Um, those pips. It don't matter for the challenge one. Did I get a break even? No. I mean, yeah, I did. My break even area was met. All right. Oopsies. Oh shit, my phone turned off. Let me see. Oh, I can see that the trade is playing out good. It's pushing up. You can see in the corner right here. USD, equal. Wow, it's moving good. Cycle. Context time frame is on a clear cycle. Validation on a clear cycle. Pause in on the 10. Pause in on the 10 and break it structure 3. Alright, that's it right there. That's how I add to my journal right there. So what we have going on is, oh, that is really good right there. So if price ends up closing before taking out this high, and then the next candle and pulses through the high right there, then that would be a good sign for me to actually break even this trade right here. So that so I'm basically eyeing this right here. If it just takes out, let me see what it do. I didn't take out the high right there yet. All right, took out the high. But let's see if we get this 1-to-1. Then so this is the first trade of the month that we took so far. If it ends up being a break even, I could look for another opportunity. My only rule is no more than 2 losses in a day. If I take a win, I'm done for the day as well. It's just risk management. So just waiting. So I'm just letting it do what it's doing. Move through that high. That'll match up with that 1-to-1 or break even too. If it closes like that. So I'm just looking at this as fractal structure. Your job as a trader is just to show up and execute. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's pushing really nice so far. We're up around like $1,000 right now. 800, I mean, around 800 for both accounts. So if we end up breaking this high right here, I can end up moving my stop loss to break even, making the trade risk free. So either I can get a break even or make some money. So either one, either it closes a little bit before it, or that 1 to 1. Those are two good areas. So we just still waiting. just the waiting part, waiting to see how what this is gonna do. We may have analysis, but it doesn't mean like it's gonna play out. They so far nothing to do. So simply, if price ends up breaking that 20, that's where I will cut the trade. If it breaks the 20. So those are my management rules. So far, nothing to do. I don't cut based on profit. I don't close a trade based on profit, even though it's flowing in profit. Right now, I'm just eyeing it right here, right at that 20, to see if it's gonna reject and hold it, or if we're gonna break it. So we got about a minute left. So we're waiting to see where it's gonna close. All right, there we go. So I ended up closing this trade right here. Let me just show you all here. Let me show y'all. here. Trade history. What do I show y'all? Trade history. Where's the? All right, here's that trade right here. So I was risking 600 on that, but we didn't lose 600. It was around less than half. And then if we go into 5%ers right here, close trades, that's 24 hours, custom range. It's gonna go. Third, just do like that. There it is. So what's the plan right now? Right now, I could look for a potential one more trade for the day, and that's it. So far for the month, only one trade. For the week, two losses. So my rule is no more than three losses for the whole week. So we only have one more attempt. So let's see if we can find another opportunity today. If not, we just show it tomorrow. So let me jump back on the higher time frame. Still in this third one. Right here. And let me actually put this in my journal right here. Take another 5 hour and take that image. And we're gonna put that in the journal right here. So attach files. And we're gonna add all three of these images right here. Hmm. So I'm guessing I could say that was I'm gonna just round it to half a percent. Like not half a percent, but half a R. 'Cause I write it down in R because based on the result. Let me see, that was there we go. Go, didn't get to break even, just like that. So if I look at this, if I'm looking at this, it's coming down to the 20 like that. So honestly, I would stop taking attempts in this area. I'll stop taking attempts. Let's see what's going on for gold. Um, we got a 5 hour. Then we got a 30. Moved up, paused right on the 20 like that. Hmm. We actually don't look too bad. Don't look too bad for the what's it called? Gold. In the proper context, moving bullish, we're pushing up on this flush area. If you look at the 30, we have this flush. We have the first pause on the 10 and 20. Yeah, it could set something up. We started the double break confirmation. Right about a 50 like that. Yeah. Let me just label this out. So the, right here, flush. So this is C flush. But at the same time, I could wait. Yeah, I could wait. I could wait for more of price to start to push away even more. And yeah, I'm not gonna look at gold. Yeah. So honestly, there's really nothing else to do. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna just show up tomorrow because everything else doesn't look in line. See, the thing is meeting the criteria. This area is just moving a bit choppy, and yes, pausing on the 10 and 20 right now, but the 5 hour is still in this flush, so we haven't started like moving away. It's just rejecting in this area, so it could end up chopping around in this area before wanting to break the highs and stuff like that. So I would just stay away from gold for now for the lower time frames. Yeah. So I'm gonna just end the stream right now, and I'm gonna show it tomorrow. Follow the same rules, and yeah,